Alright, so this is a video I thought I'd make because I was struggling to figure out how to do this, and there wasn't any videos on YouTube or anything that I could find showing how to do something like this. So the point of this video is to show you how to make very small tongue and grooves. For what I'm doing, I've got over 100 little pieces making a sliding puzzle, tile puzzle for a lid of a box. But I need to make the tongues and grooves in them. Now, the groove I just made by running a long strip about 4 feet long of these before cutting them on the table saw, crossed, then flipping it and running it again with the blade only 1/8 of an inch high to make the tongue. And then the groove, I just kept the blade 1/8 of an inch high, put it up against like this, and then pulled my fence over to where the blade would be centered in that. And it's an 1/8 inch blade, so I'm making an 1/8 inch tongue and groove. And you do this with a long board, so your hands don't have to get close. You can just go flip it, and then the end that you have flipped off, that's the bad end, you can cut off, and you have plenty to cut out these little pieces. So I did that, and then after I got that done, I cut every one of my little pieces out. But now I have to get the tongue and groove in the ends, which is the hard part. So what I've done is I've made this jig, and you can make this as big as you want for however long of your pieces would need to be. For me, I have different length pieces. Some are 3/4 of an inch long, some of them are 1.25 inches long. So how I've done it is I've made a cavity inside of there. It's deeper than my longest one. And then for my short ones, I make a shim that can drop in there. And then when you put these in, they sit flush with the top. And then I made one strip in the back. The back strip is a little bit less than 1/16 of an inch thicker back here than it is in this front part. That way, when you put all of your little pieces in, you can stick a screw through the top here, make sure it doesn't come out the bottom, and when that screw tightens down, see that gap closes up, and when that gap closes up and tightens, it'll tighten down onto your little pieces in here, and then they won't move after you get it clamped down. And the way I'm doing it, I'm going to have several of these stacked on each other all the way through. Then when you clamp it down, I have one clamp in the middle also. When you clamp it down, you'll be able to flip it over and run your groove in the middle. And then to do the tongue, you'll simply flip them over and make another shim in the back that will make these stick out however far you want your tongue deep-wise to be. Mine will be 1/8 of an inch, so I'll probably make them hang out 3/16 of an inch. And then you'll put this up against the fence of your table saw, raise your blade up enough to where it's just cutting 1/8 of an inch, and then you'll run all of them through, flip the jig over, run it again, and then that will get you your tongues on here. So yeah, that's my method that I've figured out how to do it. Hopefully it helps somebody out. If you found this video useful, comment down below, like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.